Hello, my name is Aislinn Montano, and in this presentation, I'll be discussing food insecurity in Baltimore, Maryland. This topic is important because it affects many low-income and predominantly Black communities in the city. I'll be sharing findings from my food system research paper, including background information, the main problems, proposed solutions, and a real-life example of a similar program that has worked in another city. Let's begin. So for some background information, 62% of Baltimore's population is African American. The poverty rate currently sits at 21.2%, with the median household income being $54,000 or $54,000. There's limited access to healthy and affordable foods and high rates of obesity, diabetes, and heart rate. Baltimore is a majority Black city with many low-income neighborhoods. These areas face serious food access challenges. There are very few grocery stores, and many people don't have cars or reliable transportation. As a result, they often rely on fast food or corner stores. These conditions lead to poor health outcomes, including high obesity rates, high obesity and diabetes rates. Heart disease is also the leading cause of death in the city. The main problem in Baltimore is that many neighborhoods are food deserts. This means people don't have easy access to healthy and affordable foods. Grocery stores are rare, and corner stores mostly sell processed snacks. Families with low income also can't always afford healthier food. Without good transportation, many are stuck buying whatever is nearby, which does increase health problems. Many of the neighborhoods are food deserts, lack of grocery stores nearby, reliance on unhealthy food options, transportation, and cost are major barriers. Health disparities grow worse. Transportation is Baltimore City relies heavily on public transportation, so that can be a huge barrier for those who can't afford the transportation, are disabled and can't leave the house, and it just is a huge barrier. That on top, combined with cost and financial issues. Some recommendations for improvement. One solution is to use mobile grocery stores, so trucks filled with fresh produce that travel to underserved neighborhoods. Another solution is food co-ops, which are small community-owned stores. Both options bring healthy food to the people. They allow residents to have a say in what is sold and can create local jobs. The programs should also accept SNAP or EBT and WIC, which is for mothers. So they are affordable. Education programs about cooking and nutrition can also be included. I feel like these are very good ideas. Having just mobile grocery stores, community food co-ops that accept, SNAP and WIC, having the community involved and educating them on cooking and nutrition, how to properly read a nutrition label and all that, the daily intake for a certain person is very something that could be very beneficial for people who lack health literacy in a way, and don't know too much about what they consume or what they're putting into their bodies, and learn more about the dangers of certain products and food that they eat, and how they can still create good recipes, easy meals with the food that these mobile grocery community food co-ops provide for them. An example is the Fresh Moves Mobile Market in Chicago. This program brings healthy food to neighborhoods without grocery stores. It accepts SNAP and WIC making affordable. In just 6 months, residents increased their fruit and vegetable intake by 25%. The program also involves the community in deciding what to sell and even hires local residents within the community to help run the trucks. Although it did have some challenges in the beginning, like keeping the food fresh and the trucks running, they did solve them with the help from like local organizations. So this is a perfect example of how this can be done, and it does work, and there is, data that proves that these residents are increasing fruit and vegetable, produce intake, and getting their nutrition from these items as well. And not just produce, I feel like they could also sell, proteins like meats and stuff, beans and all that for people who, don't consume meat, and, grains, carbs as well. Grains and carbs like rice and stuff could be, it's pretty much like shelf stable, and it can last a while. As for bread, I feel like they could easily run through a little bag of bread, which is also good, make sandwiches and stuff. So I think that would be very great. So, summary of my findings. Baltimore is working to improve its food system through groups like the Black Yield Institute and the Food Policy Initiative. But there's still more to do. Based on the success of programs like the Fresh Moves in Chicago, Baltimore should consider adding mobile grocery stores and food co-ops. They're flexible, affordable, and community-focused. With the right support, I believe Baltimore can build a healthier and more just food system. And these are my references. Thank you guys for listening to my presentation, and I hope you guys enjoyed.